Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Team Connect, the last one of 2020, December 27. It's crazy. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday and just, remembered the reason for the season. And it's so much bigger than material things. It's who we get to become, you know what I mean? Because we get a choice every day of the kind of person we get to become, and the things we focus on and the things that we're grateful for. So I know that was something that hit me hard. Oh goodness, I'm going to get emotional now. But that hit me hard over this Christmas, is just how blessed I've been because of Arbonne, and that I get to wake up and do my life however I want to. Like what a gift, what a blessing that is. And I'm so grateful for the person who had the nerve to ask me to take a look at Arbonne. She, had the nerve and the courage to ask me to come to her house and listen to a presentation that she literally read off of a script. She read off of a flip chart, and I was bored to tears until she asked me those questions. If you keep doing what you're doing, where will you be in 5 years? And they got me. So I'm just so grateful for the person who had the courage to hand me this gift and encourage me. She always said, Tammy, you're an ace, you're an ace. And I didn't even know what she was talking about, but I'm just so grateful to, again, have this community and to be connected as a team. And, you guys are all a gift from God, because I feel like it wasn't me. It was, matching hearts find each other. And yes, I'm so blessed. So thank you so much for jumping on today. And this is like the most exciting week of the year. Oh my goodness. We have till Thursday is New Year's Eve. And again, Arbonne, I feel like Arbonne's going to roll out something else. We have the 40% off sale. You saw that, right? And wow, it's surprising. Were you surprised to see the list of the discontinued items? I'm just like, whoa, Arbonne's cleaning shop here. But that always means that, they're just coming out with something better. So Genius pads. Oh my goodness, Genius pads are on sale. The Biohydria line. What else? Do you remember the sale list? I have to look again. But it's so exciting to, again, put that out to our clients, to let them know that there's huge savings. So 40% off. And I love how Carrie said, it just gives us a reason to reach out and to add value to people, because everyone wants a good deal. And now's the time when people are looking at treating themselves. And we also have, of course, these are my categories for reaching out to talk about what's new. Oh my goodness. And this, have you guys seen this? It's so beautiful. This marble palette. It is gorgeous. I just opened it. I don't know where I put my lip gloss. I just put it on, but it is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. And it's just, I feel like it would match all skin tones. The lip gloss is really pretty too. So anyway, wow, that is gorgeous. And I was out of my bronzer, so I was excited that they just came out with that. Anyway, so just to share what's new, a lot of the holiday items are on sale right now as well. So that's exciting. Plus we have the sales, plus, just to reach out about anyone who has a free gift in their cart. We have a reason to reach out because of the 30 Days to Healthy Living, right? That's coming up, our big group, January 4th. And this Monday is prep week. So tomorrow starts our prep week, which is really important. So even as they're waiting for their products, they can, check out the recipes and kind of get the hang of the program. And then I'm also, so these are my categories to share what's new, the sales and free gifts with people. Our 30 Days to Healthy Living. And then the third is, to do a business chat. So I actually have one product chat today, because her daughter wants to get makeup, a business chat, and then also a healthy living chat today. So I'm like, I have all three today. It's exciting. Lined up. I'm bound and determined to have 10 sponsors personally this month. And same for next month, because I feel like this 30 Days to Healthy Living package goes until January 14. So why not do 10 this month and 10 in January? You know what I mean? So people who don't get on board in December will just, you know, sign them up in January. So that's my mindset, is to have 20 people in the January group. We also have this, oh my goodness, this 30 hard challenge. That's blowing my mind because again, and I'll send you a text kind of summary from Cecilia about it, but I feel like this is exactly what we all need. It's definitely what I need to just set us up for what's coming. And again, all of these sales tell me that we're coming out with new products. And if you think about it, Arbonne, it takes Arbonne, did you know this? It takes Arbonne 3 years from the beginning of a product to putting it in our catalog. So it takes 3 years to develop because of all the testing, all the third-party testing. They have to make sure it has a shelf life, you know, and can withstand, you know what I mean, the packaging and everything. So it takes a solid 3 years. That's about how long Groupe Rocher has been with Arbonne. So I think about it, like the products that we had that were rolled out were kind of like from the old corporate. Now we're going to have products that are from this new, you know, Groupe Rocher mindset of bringing Arbonne to the next level. So I believe Age Well is from this Groupe Rocher, you know, and they're just going to keep taking us to the next level. And I feel like they're cleaning out the old so they can bring in even better. And it's so exciting. And so this 30-day hard challenge that Cecilia is putting out for January is, again, just to prep us for what's coming. She has told the VPs over and over that 2021, hang on, we're going to explode. We will explode as a company. And this is the time to talk to as many people as possible, to commit to your business, to give it all, you know, all you have, because it's setting us up for this next level of where we're going. We're going to have a new website in March. Okay. So everything you're seeing that has glitches or that you're, you know, having some frustrations around, they're working on it. They're dumping like $30 million into Arbonne for third-party testing, for the website, for product development. I mean, we are Groupe Rocher's baby. They're so excited by the growth. We're over 25% growth for 2020. Wow, and just projected to keep going. So think about that. With all that we've had to deal with in 2020, it's a 40-year-old company that grew 25%. I mean, it is mind-blowing. So we're on a trajectory just to get better and better. And again, this is the time to just dig in and commit. And this is something, again, I've never regretted ever. Was it easy? No. Was anything that I'm proud of in my life easy? No. It's the hard stuff, you know, that I've had to figure out and deal with obstacles. But you do it and you grow as a person, and that's what makes you proud of yourself. So Cecilia has said that, again, this 30 hard challenge, even if you're a brand new consultant, will set you up to potentially be an RVP by GTC. So in May. Isn't that crazy? I'm just like, bah, this is so exciting. Is it going to be easy? No, it will challenge you. It will challenge all of us, but that's what this is about. Are you excited? I'm so excited that she's doing this. And what's crazy is it's a total level playing field. So a brand new consultant and an ENVP, we're all being required to do the same things. Like, this is all about your personal business. So there's no you know, special exceptions for VPs or anything like that. We're all doing the same homework, the same commitments. So I want to just read to you this 30 hard challenge commitment. And it's a 2-page document that we are required to sign and take a picture and turn into our VP before we're even allowed into this group. And the kickoff call, I think, starts January 3rd, but the group starts January 1st. So we'll need to fill out this form and take a picture of it, send it to your upline VP, and then, you know, we'll get you in the group, and then everything starts January 1st. Is this good for a brand new person? Yes, I already have 2 people I'm going to ask to join me in this, you know, who are considering the business. Why not? Why not start a brand new person, you know, with goals, with daily, you know, posts and homework and everything. Once you sign this commitment form, we'll put you in a group, and there will be VPs doing a quick training every single day. There's required reading. There's required, you know, obviously activity and reach outs, 10 reach outs a day or whatever it is. We're going to be using the 90-day journal. So for those of us who already have it, it's just a continuation. And again, think about this. Cecilia's doing this. Carol's doing this. Max is doing this. You know, all the NVPs are doing this. We're all going to do it together. It's so exciting. So I'll send you, if you're interested, and you don't have to do this, but if you're interested, I'll send you the commitment form, which I'm going to read to you really quick. So challenge runs January 1 through 31, 2021. It's for consultants, district managers, area managers, RVPs, NVPs, and Cecilia's Success Line. The launch call is Sunday, January 3rd at 8 p.m. Central. So that, what is that, 9? Is that 9 p.m. for us? Anyway, she said if the lines are full, she'll post the recording like immediately afterwards. All participants will be added to the 30 Hard Facebook group, where we will have daily trainings by NVPs and RVPs. All participants will participate in book club every week, arranged by your upline MVP. The book is H3 Leadership by Brad Lomanek. When I went on Amazon, they were out of stock for new, but I ordered a used, and it's called H3 Leadership. And you can get a used version. All participants will fill out the 90-day cycle of new habits, and you must commit to all of the following requirements for the month of January. Okay, oh yay, Brenda's in. We have to purchase the H3 Leadership book and the 90-day cycle to new habits, ASAP. Commit to reading the assigned chapters each day and week. We participate in the live launch call on January 3rd, unless you cannot get on due to limited number of lines. If that's the case, you can watch the recording immediately after. The recording will be posted on the Facebook group. Participate in every Skills Sunday call, which we're doing the Skills Sunday around this 30 Hard Challenge, so that'll be fun. So, you know, our Wednesday morning calls will be tailored to this 30-day hard challenge. Participate in every book club call hosted weekly by your upline. I guess I haven't heard anything, but I guess Carol and Max will lead that. And if not, we'll do our own either way. Watch every daily training in the 30 Hard Facebook group and comment your takeaway under each training. So you have to comment your takeaway. Complete all homework assignments given to you every week in the 30 Hard Facebook group. You must finish what you started. You must complete the entire 30 Hard program. Sign the commitment sheet by December 31st and text a screenshot or email it to your upline RVP so you can be added to our 30 Hard Facebook group. Even Carol has to send hers to Cecilia. So this is so fun. And so the second page is please initial next to each point, sign at the bottom. I commit to joining the live 30 Hard launch call on Sunday, January 3rd. I commit to reading the assigned chapters in H3 Leadership. I commit to filling out the 90-day cycle journal every day. I commit to watching the daily trainings in 30 Hard Facebook group and commenting my takeaway. I commit to watching every Skill Sunday training call. I commit to doing my very best with all the homework assignments given to me in the Facebook group every week. I commit to finishing what I started. Therefore, I will participate in this challenge until the very last day of January, and I will finish strong. I commit to elevating my business in 2021 by becoming the best consultant on my team. I love that. I commit to believing in myself. I believe I can achieve my personal goal, which is however much QV and how many new sponsors for January. And then we sign it. So that's super exciting to me. Because again, I feel like it's just a continuation and just turning it up a little bit of what we've already been doing as a team. So this is cool, and we can do it all together with Cecilia's Success Line. I wanted to read this from Ashley Strong. I thought it was so good because I remember feeling, here we go. I remember feeling at the beginning of my business for lots of years. Are you kidding? Like 9 years, that I was the only person on my team, that I was the only one, who cared about Arbonne, and wanted this to work. And so Ashley Strong was asked, how long did it take you to get a team with your Arbonne business? And her answer was, I was the team of one for quite a while. I just stayed focused on my passion for the products and the business opportunity. I knew if I worked hard and didn't quit, I would make it, because both of those things were in my control. Others joining me, others working as hard as me, others quitting, or others not having the same vision I did aren't things I could control. So I didn't spend my energy, time, or focus there. I kept doing the next right thing to grow myself and my business. And man, when it boomed and has been so worth it every single day since. There you go. Yeah, we are going to feel like we're all by ourselves for a while, and that's normal, but it's so worth it to just get all these seeds planted. And then there was this other one I love. Okay, so I saw Mariah Grunert. I don't know if you guys follow her on Instagram, but Mariah has a great story out right now of basically her journey. She's like, hi, my name is Mariah, and this is why, this was me before Arbonne, and why I connected to Arbonne, and why I'm so grateful. And she goes through like her whole journey through Arbonne. It's so cool. And I was just thinking that would be a great thing for all of us to do, is, just kind of reintroduce like what Arbonne means to us and why we're into it, and just to kind of draw people into our personal story. I love, again, on one of Ashley's, she says, someone asked her, were you ever concerned with what people would think about you when you started Arbonne? And I think this is so key, because this hits on every person watching us, is like, okay, that's great for Tammy, that's great for Sherry, but I don't, I'm not into that or whatever. And I'm not Mariah Grunert, Grunert. She has a great story right now. I was looking at it yesterday, like, oh my goodness, we need to do this, or I need to do this. We should all do it. And so Ashley says, concerning, what people will think about her when she started Arbonne, she said, oh my gosh, yes, I was the most anti-network marketing person ever, like a straight hater. I had never seen anyone be successful in it, and had always seen it come across as salesy and spammy, and honestly thought it was for fools or those that couldn't get a real job. It wasn't until I watched Sarah Handy, her upline, genuinely living the Arbonne lifestyle and having a pure heart for helping other people, not just trying to make a sale. It was so refreshing to see. And then I got so curious. I read everything you could imagine and watched her for months. When I finally jumped in, I decided I had to make it work, because my name was on it. And as much crap as I had talked, I couldn't allow myself to fail. The great thing is, to work hard and not quit are both in your control. So I jumped all in. 4.5 years later, I'm so glad I didn't let what others might think make me say no. I love that. I just love that. And even if you're, not where you want to be, you can say where you want to be, or where you're going with this, or what you envision your life being like. I know for me, one of my driving forces is I'm more afraid to stay the same than to grow as a person and, figure things out. And it's not like it's not like we know exactly how this is going to go, but we can do our best every day, you know, and go for goals. And I know Arbonne just makes people a better person, no matter what they do with it. I know it will make them a better person and will bless their lives. So, oh my goodness, I just wanted to, we're going to get to our book club too. We have so much to cover, but what are your thoughts on all of this so far? Are you excited?
I'm excited. I need some direction right now because I feel like a little stuck.
Yeah. And I love this, even for starting someone new. I think it's so exciting. Like, hey, jump into this challenge. We're all doing it together. Mm-hmm. You know, and they'll be able to hear different NVPs' perspectives. And
I'm really excited about that challenge. So if you can send me the document, mm-hmm. I will sign it and send it back. And I did order the book.
Good.
I ordered it like last week, but I don't think it's coming until the end of this week. So I would, like Tammy was saying, I could be getting a used one. Honestly, I don't even know. But I guess I wouldn't wait on it just in case, like you said, they're already sold out.
Mine, I'm with you. I think I ordered it maybe the 23rd or something, but it's
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I looked on Target too, and I don't think Target had it. I could be wrong though, so you may want to check again. But anyway, I'm interested.
Yay. So when you go into Amazon, you say the new, and then it says sold out or whatever, not available. Keep scrolling down a little bit, and then you'll see a used, you know, where you can click on that. So yay. Glad you're in, Amy. Yeah, we'll send that commitment sheet out and get that going. And then obviously we also have the 30 days Facebook group as well. So it's like, whoo, it'll be fun. It's going to be a fun month.
Tammy, I have a quick question. Mm-hmm. So what, if anything, is going to be different about the new 30 days Facebook group?
You know what? I honestly wasn't on that call for the planning.
Okay, I couldn't be on it either. So anyway, I just...
So we're going to find out together. I know I had a doctor's appointment right at the same time they were doing that call.
Okay.
I was on it.
Were you?
And what did they say, Sherry? I'm just curious.
I think they're going to just go back to having monthly groups again. And that way you have to put the people in every single month. That's kind of what I gathered that they were going to do. To me, was the biggest change. Yeah, that was pretty much, they were just asking our opinion of what we thought and all of that. So it's just so that, I guess it was getting confusing or something. I'm not sure, because I actually liked the way it was set up, having one group the whole time, but, and they just want to make sure, like when you add people in, that you're adding them in at the beginning of the month and not introducing them the whole rest of the month, because then it just boggles down the amount of people having to find their articles. So like, for example, if you got a new client that wants to start, like, and they signed up on January 12th, if you add them in, you're not going to welcome them to the group. You're not going to be like, hey, you know, welcome so-and-so, because the group's going. And so they suggest that you put them into the February group. So then you can welcome them there, but you're not doing it after the January group's already started, because then you can't find articles and things like that. That to me was the biggest takeaway that I took from it.
You know, go ahead.
Did they also say, didn't they say that they're going to do 2 groups in January?
They were still talking about if they were going to do that. I don't know for sure if they are.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll have to check. I think we should do 2 groups in January, because our package goes till January 14, you know? So I really want to promote that. And I'll suggest, Sherry, because again, like in Cecilia's VP group, there's just one thread to welcome people, and you just add it to the one thread. So it's not like separate posts. So we could why not do the same thing? You know, they're still getting tagged in that thread to welcome them, but we don't have to do a separate post, because I know what you mean. It gets like messy and hard to find things.
I
Yeah.
think they talked about that too. I'm not sure how
Okay.
they're doing it with it, because I ended up having to jump off early. So I don't know if they, at the end, they just said, we're going to do this. Because in the beginning, when I was on the call, they were just asking for our opinions.
Okay. Well, good. And I know
really
it wasn't
quick, it's-
recorded.
Really quick, I just have to say cheers. It's Melissa's birthday.
What? I didn't
Happy
know that.
birthday.
Cheers. Oh,
Happy birthday, Melissa.
Thank
happy
you.
birthday. Aw, thank you so much for being on. This is fun. It's a big celebration.
Good way to start the day.
Yeah, right?
Aw.
Love it.
Fellow
Love it. Happy birthday, lady. I know Mia had a December birthday too.
No, November, but we're
Oh.
I'm just saying, and I are both Sages.
I
a bit-
Don't mind me. Well, happy birthday to you too.
Oh, it's a
And then, oh my goodness, I have to admit, I haven't finished this book all the way, but I love it. And this was our book club book for December. Have you guys been reading it?
I don't know how I missed that one.
It's
don't have-
okay, but it is really good. It's like a nice classic juicy book. So does anyone, and we can share on this another call too, but
Yeah, I started reading it. I'm not done because it took 2 weeks to get this thing delivered for some reason.
yeah.
So
I have like 2 more chapters.
You do? Well, what's standing out to you,
Yeah.
Melissa?
Oh geez, hold on, let me find my notes. Because I
Okay.
have to borrow it from a library, so I have to like take handwritten notes. Oh, let's see here. I think just doing the actions like we've all said, even in this one, it doesn't really state specifically just to do the constant do every day, but it does in a certain circumstance. I love how they divide it into the chapters by the actual 7 decisions. Leading is doing, it caught my eye. Don't let fear get to you, which is awesome because that's kind of me. I always fear what people are going to say versus just actually doing it. So those are just a few things that I came across so far. But like I said, I've been taking notes a lot in my notebook. So yeah.
yeah, I love this book. It's just, again, everything that we hear over and over again. For me, I underlined God feeds the birds, but he doesn't throw worms into their nests. So he's giving us a healthy mind to gather information and have the courage to come to the conclusion and just do it. So he's saying successful people make their decisions quickly and change their minds slowly. Unsuccessful people make their decisions slowly and change their minds quickly. So be a person of action, be daring and courageous, and don't let fear get the best of you. Going back to what you're saying, Melissa. I think the biggest thing I took too is that so far is, a lot of us look at our past as our, like, who we are today, and we keep going back to it. Well, I'm not this, or I don't have this because I didn't have both parents, or there's just so many things that we always blame our past on, or blame our parents, or blame whatever, and stop blaming people. Because at the end of the day, we have the choice to make the change. Like, everything we do every single day is our decision. And however we're thinking is causing those decisions. So if you're not liking where you are today, whether it's your business, whether it's your personal life, whatever it is, like, you have to change your thought process. That's going to change your decisions. And that's what I love about what Arbonne and just any of this community does. We're talking about growth. And so what you read or what you listen to or what you put between your ears is what's going to eventually turn into action. So the more you pour into this, the more helpful it is. I know for me, just personally, when I'm having, whether it's the business or not, and I'm having a bad day, or I just feel like, I got into a fight with my spouse, or my mom and I are just not gelling, I just pour into these books, and it just helps you kind of get your thought process off of that negative roller coaster and off of the blaming roller coaster, and really look from within, and how can you change the situation? How can you think differently? How can you kind of rise above whatever it is that's bringing you down, especially 2020, because everybody everybody's blaming everything right now on 2020. And these things are like lifesavers. So whenever I'm having those down moments, it's like, okay, I need to read. If you don't have time to read, he points this out, listen to audiobooks, put it on your podcast, because we do have time. If you're cooking, you can listen. If you're driving, you can listen. Instead of listening to music, listen to something that's going to inspire you, because every single thing that you put your eyes in front of or your ears in front of, it's going to click. Something's going to get you to be like, oh my gosh. And it's going to just reinvigorate you and like to be able to move forward. So it's just, the more you do it, the more it's going to help you. Is the biggest thing I've been taking from all of these books.
Can you share what you gave for gifts and how they were received?
Oh, I gave personal growth books to people in my life. And so my sister-in-law, I actually gave her How to Win Friends and Influence People, because I absolutely love that book. I love that he gives examples, and they're all over the board examples. I mean, it's going from war situations to business to personal life, and just how, you go into the situation thinking this, but if you just tweak slightly how you think or do things, it completely changes the situation. And she opened it and she's like, oh, what are you telling me? I need to try to figure out how to make some friends. And I was like, no, I just love this book. And I think it's going to be great. There's really good situations on how to, approach life and change the way you think. And she's just like, so are you telling me I'm not thinking things correctly? And I'm like, I'm not saying anything. That's how you're taking it. But I just really love this book. And I think you're going to enjoy it. You're going to find it helpful.
Case in point, you need this book.
Yeah.
No, it's just so cool because, again, when Sherry and I met, she was reading, I don't know, suspense novels and magazines and whatever. It's just so funny. And I was going on and on about these books, and Sherry's like, "Ma, I don't really like to read, and I don't really." Anyway, it's just, I love this transformation because you're like, these books are life. I want everyone to understand, how they can change their life too, but just know that not everyone's receptive to change. That's actually a point in this book, is that wisdom means having the humility to learn, to humble ourselves enough to know that we don't know everything, right? I say that all the time. The more I learn, the less I know. That's how I feel. Like there's still so much, but not everyone's there yet. Shui, who's on our team, she cracks me up. She's like, I am just further along on my journey than you. So therefore I understand more than you. You don't have to say that, but it just made me laugh. I'm like, yeah, that's true. That's just how we give grace to people who are literally blaming everything for their life right now. And again, that's such a gift from Arbonne and these personal growth books, is knowing that you're not a victim to your circumstances. That was such a huge awakening for me when I first joined this company and read How to Win Friends and Influence People. That was my first personal growth book. I love,
didn't we say we were going to have that as our January book?
Yes, but this was before the 30 hard challenge. So we'll save that one and do this H3 leadership one. Cecilia read a little bit out of it, and I was like, ooh, this does sound like a good one. So yeah, we'll save How to Win Friends, because it's awesome. It's life-changing.
Oh, the other thing, I sent you guys the podcast from John Maxwell the other day about fear, because they specifically talk about 2020 and just everyone's fear. And that he has this guy come on that walks the wire. And he came from a long line of family that always walks the wire across things and stuff like that. And he had like a fall or something. And so he just goes through it, and then they kind of connect it back to 2020 situation and how we can change our perspective. So it's really, really good. But the one thing that stood out, which I ended up writing it in my book, is he says champions adjust. So this is a year where we're just learning to adjust to what is being thrown at us. So, and you don't have to be a tightrope person to be a champion. You can be a champion in your relationships and your business, whatever it may be. But I really liked that you're just switching the way you're thinking and looking at this as an opportunity. And Tammy, you said this to me when we were talking yesterday. All of these challenges or frustrations that come our way are our opportunity to learn and grow and become something better. Like how did you say it? Because it was just
the obstacle is the way.
Yeah, obstacle is the way. Instead of looking at it, bringing you down, it's your way. It's going to be your story. It's going to be your story.
Yeah, it's true. That's actually a page I have marked is, let's see here, page 19. My life began to change when I understood that adversity is a common experience of great people. Instead of feeling sorry for myself, I began to get excited. I realized that adversity is more like a toll bridge than an insurmountable roadblock on the way to success. My problems became less invasive. And this is someone who was homeless, living under a bridge, saying this. It's like, oh, okay, my problems aren't quite as intense, but I no longer felt as though they were always going to be there. Unfortunately, many people run from their problems, not realizing that they are necessary stops on the road to the life they want. I began to wonder, is adversity what helps people become great? Overcoming adversity strengthened my problem-solving skills, and demonstrating a positive response to adversity magnetically drew people to me. That's huge. Adversity prepares you for greatness. Challenges are gifts. Problems present opportunities to learn and grow. In times of adversity, you don't have a problem to deal with. You have a choice to make. Why you? Why not you? Why shouldn't you be prepared for something great? I love that. I love that. You don't have a problem to deal with. You have a choice to make. Because it is. We're always at choice. We always have the decision to rise above, to find something to be grateful for, or get stuck and get bitter and, you know, stay. we have that choice to stay or to move, right? And I love too how on page 33 it says, this just really hit me. I read it out loud to Carl too, because it really like just clarified in my mind the kind of people you want to surround yourself with. It says, it's critical to choose your friends with care. I often ask people, what is a true friend to you? And more than 80% of the time I hear, a true friend is someone who accepts me as I am. My friend, this is dangerous garbage to believe. A true friend is someone who accepts you as you are. The kid who works the drive-thru at your local fast food restaurant accepts you as you are because he doesn't care anything about you. A true friend holds you to a higher standard. He or she expects you to do what you said you were going to do when you said you were going to do it. A true friend makes you better by his or her presence. And I just thought, you know, again, that's what we have here in this community in Arbonne. It's like we're helping each other get to a higher standard. You know what I mean? How did that say? A true friend holds you to a higher standard. And I feel like that's what this, you know, 30 Hard Challenge is doing too, is just, we care about our dreams and each other's dreams so much that we're holding ourselves to a higher standard. Isn't that cool? Anyway, I love that. So the people who care about you are going to hold you to a higher standard. And that's who we need to surround ourselves with. Love it. What, Amy, have you read this book at all? 7 Decisions?
No, I did not.
Yeah, it's really good. So yeah, whenever you get to it, it's really good. Definitely worth it. But I
like
have,
that he gives homework at each chapter, so you're actually applying what you're learning. And so anyway, I thought that was helpful.
It is, and it kind of takes, it's not just a it is a quick read, but it's not a quick read because they're big. They're big concepts to really think about and ponder over. And I love all the journaling and the questions he asks, just to dig in a little deeper. So yes, definitely. So back to, does anyone else have a comment about that book? It's really good. Worth the read. I'm still reading it. So this is back to Cecilia's call to action for all of us and for this 30 hard challenge, which I'll get the document out to everyone. It's so exciting. She says, instead of making a goal, make an intention. Make the intention of becoming a next level leader in 2021. We lead from the front, just like Melissa pointed out. I love that. Leading is doing. It's not just telling or talking about it, right? We lead by showing what to do. And so this was in that H3 leadership book. She said that Daniel in the Bible was distinguished above all the other high officials. Why? Because an excellent spirit was in him. And she talks about excellence, being the name of the game here. An excellent spirit was in him. So therefore, again, he was holding himself to a higher standard. In Proverbs, it says, do you see a man skillful in all he does? He will stand before kings. He will not stand before obscure men. I always think about obscure men or obscure viewers being, like the social media people who criticize you. And it's like, it's so easy to sit on your couch and criticize a network marketing business, but we have to take critiques and advice from those who are actually in the arena, and doing what we're doing. You will be elevated. You will have that position of influence if you are excellent at what you do. In Ecclesiastes, it says, whatever your hand finds to do, do it with all your might. All your might. So again, Cecilia was saying your hand finds Arbonne to do. That's what has been given for you to do. This is your mission that you've been called to do. But how are we supposed to do this? With all our might. And it's time to ask, have I been doing this business with all my might? I mean, I think about that, like, wow, I do feel like this is a gift, there's only 1 to 2% brand recognition for Arbonne. So just the fact that we know about it is such a big, this is such a big deal that we even know that Arbonne exists and that this opportunity exists. And now's the time to do it with all our might. Again, I think about my journey. It was so much easier to just commit than to do it when it was convenient, and to just always feel like, how will I ever become an area manager? How do these people actually do it? Well, they do it because they committed. They put it in their life. They didn't just do it when it was convenient, as the last thing on their list. They took an hour every day and made it a priority. So that's how you become successful, is by committing. So that's how we will become next level leaders. The quality of the work we do is not just about bragging rights. It's about stewardship. Stewardship is, protecting and taking care and caring for this gift that we've been given. We serve a great God who doesn't settle for average. God has created the world and you with excellence and purpose. And God has buried gifts inside you that can build excellent products and excellent organizations. Committing to a habit of excellence just means doing great things with the tools God has entrusted to you. Choose to be so great that people can't ignore you. And then she was saying, we are finishing 2020 with excellence. We're taking ourselves and our teams to brand new heights. And I love, love, love what Sherry pulled out too, that champions adjust. So good. So yes, I'm so excited that's what I have for you. Do you guys have anything else to add? I'm just so excited to be in this together and to have January as our like reset and our time to really, not only build ourselves, but be that person that's going to attract the team that's out there looking for this.
I was just going to add, not to the personal growth stuff, but because I was telling Tammy this yesterday, I've been going back to all my Facebook parties that I've done. I didn't go to yours, Brenda, or yours, Melissa, but everyone else, even people that hosted, and just sending them a message, talking about, you know, the 2021 new year, because most people right now are starting to think about that. And I just had someone write to me this morning that they wanted to see the video. So I've just been asking if they'd want to take a peek at a video, to maybe get back on track for like January 4th and stuff. So I've had 6 people reply that they want to see the video. So today I'm going to be following up with all of these people over the last few days that have been looking at the video, and then obviously going back out to more people for the 2021 group. And then we can't forget too, the AIT trip to sign up this month, because this is double points. So this is the trip that we can earn. So it's like really good timing with, you know, getting people into the 30 Days to Healthy Living group, and then, you know, doubling your points so that you can earn a trip for you and somebody else in your family or whatever. So anyway, it would be really awesome for all of us on this call to be on a trip together.
And it's possible.
Mm-hmm.
We have till May 31st, but yeah, Sherry's right. This is like the big, you know, springboard, because we get double points. It's so exciting. I love it. And
Sherry,
go ahead. Go ahead.
Can I ask you a quick question, Sherry?
Yeah.
So I, let's see, on, I don't know, Thursday, I think, I went into, I think like 7 or 8 Facebook groups that I've had over the last, I don't know, several months. And I went live in each one, and I talked about the 30 days, just briefly, the new products, you know, blah, blah, blah. So so I was thinking I should go back in and just reach out to every single person, I guess, in those groups. So what did you, okay.
That's what I did. I didn't post on the group because I've done that before, and I don't feel like people are really looking at it, because you can kind of see. So I've been sending individual messages to everybody.
So like what's an example of something that you said?
That's what I was going to ask too.
And I'm trying to even ask the host, like that hosted it. I've even reached out to them first to try to see if they would join me on January 4th, because I plan to do this. I feel like it's good to make a commitment to do this, because so many people are going to be joining this. They're all going to be watching what's going on. Plus then you're leading by example, and you're doing what you're preaching, you know.
For sure.
So I just said, hi, Savannah. This is Sherry Hollifield from Arbonne, Angela Smith's friend. I hope your December is treating you well. I remember you joined Angela's Healthy Living group back in August. I wanted to check back in with the new year approaching. I don't know if you're like me, but I'm getting off track because of the holiday. We have a group starting on January 4th. I'm joining the 30-day group to reset, gain my energy back, and feel good. Would you be interested in taking a peek at a short video to see what this is about and how it could help you? It may or may not be for you, but that is okay. But the video might give you some insight on how it can help you. Hope your week is going great. So this girl I looked also at the polls. She never like responded to any of them. So this is more of a general one. And then if there was someone that did say that they wanted, you know, more energy, weight management, I threw that in there. A lot of people would say positivity, and I want to find the one where I put positivity at the end. So here's someone who said they want to be surrounded by positive people. So at the end of all of that, watching the video, I said the group is surrounded by uplifting and supportive people, which is probably something we could all use after a year like this. And then just said, hope your week is going. Have a great night and a Merry Christmas.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Said, yes, I'd be interested in watching the video. Merry Christmas to you too.
Awesome. Thank you.
Can you post that in Voxer?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be great. Thank you.
And Sherry, can I ask you, what's the video you're sending?
I'm sending Dr. Tanda Cook, because for me, I like her because she really goes into the products and how they benefit your body. So it's not just like this is a fun thing to do. Like just really understand. And I'll send that to what I'm using.
Yeah, that's all Arbonne approved, and she's the doctor, so it's great.
Yeah, so it's been fun. It's just been, you know, you got to go back through and see who's participated so that you can personalize it a little bit more and get to like what would resonate with them. But again, if they're not participating, then I'm just sending that general one.
Love it. So we have another big milestone to celebrate. Are you ready? Because Amy right at this minute is 3/4 of the way to area manager.
Woohoo!
With some really juicy, strong days to go to finish. I mean, these are like, but honestly, these will be the highest volume days if you just put your head down and message people and let them know what's going on in Arbonne. But this is so exciting. So Amy, I know you have to get off soon, but do you want to share a little bit about your mindset, your hustle, who you're talking to, your game plan? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I am going to do it. I don't know how, but I am. It's that whole, like, you know the why, you don't know the how. So I have just, Christmas Day, I didn't reach out to anybody, but I have not set anything down, and I'm using that book, and every day I'm filling it out, the 90 Day to New Habits journal. And I thought that skills call last week was so good. Like, when she basically just said, you have to just treat this time of year like any other time of year, right? I mean, we get so caught up in the holidays, but it is one day and we have to just keep going. So I'm just going full force with the 30 days. And I started reaching out to people weeks ago, but especially when this new Blockbuster set came out. So I've just been I've created lists, people that have done it, people that haven't done it, and going back, I've probably followed up with people at least 3 times already, because we heard on a call recently, doesn't it take like anywhere from like 5 to 12 follow-ups for somebody to say yes? And so, and like what Tammy always says, even when it feels like nothing is happening, everything is happening, which is kind of how it's felt over the last few days, because my numbers haven't changed a whole lot. But I'm just not, I honestly haven't even looked since yesterday, and I'm just going to keep going. That was almost a good thing that happened over that Black Friday weekend when we couldn't see our numbers. It was actually a good thing because I just kept going and I didn't even think about where they were. And then when I woke up that, whatever it was, Sunday morning, and I could see, it was such a cool feeling to know that just putting the work in is what makes it happen. And checking your dashboard every 5 minutes isn't going to make it happen. I don't know if anybody else has done that or if it's just me. So I'm just going really strong to reach out about the 30 days. I think that right now is so important. And I've been asking everybody, people that have done it, who do they know that would want to do it with them? So I have a neighbor, her husband's doing it. And I've asked her so many times, does she know anybody else? Because she's done it before and had great success. And always, nope, none of my friends want to do this. Nobody wants to do this. No. And then I asked her again last week and she's like, well, I do have one friend, but she can't afford it and blah, blah, blah. And so she said, but you know what? I think I'm going to buy it for her as a Christmas gift. And I said, you know what? That is such an amazing gift that you're giving to your friend. And she is going to so appreciate that. And so she did. And so my neighbor, her husband, and friend are doing it. But I've had to ask her so many times, so we just have to be, consistent and follow up. So it will happen.
I love this.
One way or another.
I love it. And this is such a shift in you, Amy, that I see is just that you're doing this no matter what. Because before I think you would be like, oh, well, I don't see this happening. And all these obstacles, where now you're like, I don't know how it's happening though.
Somehow.
Yeah, I've noticed that too with you, Amy. You've definitely had a change in how you're talking and going about it and stuff, which is really cool.
Thank you.
And the other cool thing for this call too, like, just because I know the money part never makes sense sometimes until you go through it. But when you become an area manager, you get a 6. I know you have, Amy, because you've been there before, but for everybody else, like, you get a 6% raise. So what that basically means is right now as a consultant, most of the time you're not making any money until you hit the 500 PQV. And then you start earning off your consultants. But then when you're a district manager, you're always making 8% on your consultants. So as an area manager, you get 6%. So now you're getting 14% off all of your consultant orders. So that's a huge difference on paying paychecks.
That's such a good point, because I will never forget. This was years ago, and I was talking to Tammy on the phone, and I remember it was in my old house, and I was sitting on my couch, and she said, the only difference between you and me is that I'm driving a white Mercedes and you're not, but I'm doing the exact same thing. And I was like, oh, she's doing the same thing I am, but she's making more money. She earned a car, like, but it still didn't quite resonate with me at the time, but I never forgot it. But it's like the same thing that you're saying is, right? You know, you're just continue to do the same thing, but you're going to earn more money and, you know, anyway.
It is. You get paid more on the same effort. So Amy, I have one more question for you because I think this is so huge for families. How are you talking to your kids right now? Do they know, and your husband, do they know you have a big goal? Do they know that you're gonna put some time and energy into this? Are they rooting for
Yes.
you? Do you have a countdown going? Is your whole family involved? Do they know that you're going for a trip? Like, how are you talking to your family right now?
Yes, they do know. I actually have a countdown in my office, but I had said I was going to put something in the kitchen and I need to do that. But it's interesting. I have my son, my younger one, he, every once in a while, he'll be like, I thought you said you were going to do that. Or I thought you said you were going to earn that Mercedes. When are you going to get it? And it's like a gut punch when a 12-year-old says that to you, because it's like, oh. But it was so interesting because the other night we were just sitting around on the couch and one of my kids said, let's say something positive about each other. And I was like blown away. I couldn't believe one of my kids said that. And so we went around in circles and I would say something about the kids say something about me, you know, we all just whatever. And Brad said, you're somebody who goes after your goals. And I thought, they're like, okay. And, you know, you're a hard worker and different things like that. So I do think whether you have kids or nieces or nephews or cousins, they do see what you're doing. And I can tell that they've seen a shift. And I think it trickles down to them and their goals, and whether it's for hockey or dance or whatever. And so I think that is really cool. So I need to put the trip tracker up too, so that they can see it, because I just have it in my office right now. But, and I actually, Tammy told the kids that they should both read that training camp book, because I think it's an easy read and it's something that they, you know, they relate to sports. And anyway, that's it.
Love it. Love it. Oh my goodness. That's so exciting and so brilliant to involve them. And Amy, you need to ask them to help you do some videos and stuff too, because remember, those were like your highest viewed videos is when your kids were in them.
Yes. And Sydney randomly did one with like the makeup wipes. Mm-hmm. I don't know, like a week ago or something. And I put it in my story. She just did it and sent it to me. I had no idea. And it got like 3 times as many views as anything that I would do myself. And so she really wanted, for the holidays, she got a couple new makeup palettes. And I said, she's been getting more into doing her own makeup. I said, will you make another video? Like this time I asked her. I said, because it's fun for people to see you. I have somebody that purchased the curl cream because of a video she did like 2 months ago. Mm-hmm. That I didn't even know was watching my stuff, that said, I saw that video Sydney did with the curl cream and her hair looks amazing. I think I'm going to get that for my daughter. And so I should probably have Brad do stuff too, but I don't know if he would be so inclined.
Well, tell Brad this is helping you earn the car. Like this is, right. You know, the level before the car that you're going, you know, like what can he do to help you?
I could have him put like a hydration in his hockey water bottle or something. He loves that stuff. Some of y'all have him do that. So
for sure.
I will get them
and
more
just,
involved.
Just to even say, my mom has worked so hard and she's going for a big goal. And I want her to get this so I can drive a car.
I will.
You know, it'd be adorable. Yeah, I love it.
I will. Okay.
Oh, that's awesome, Amy. We're so excited for you. And this is such a huge milestone, because district you can do by yourself. Area is like a whole, you're getting into a leadership mindset of, you know what, you have to dig in your heels and commit and have that no matter what attitude. And it's like next level. So I can tell in your belief and your attitude, you're elevating, you're raising your standards and setting your intentions to be a next level leader. It's so exciting. So thank you for being such an inspiration. We're all cheering for you. And I know every person on this call has the ability to step it up. Like even me, I'm so excited to like not have a surgery in January. Thank you, Lord. And I'm ready to take myself to the next level too. So love you all. Thank you so much for being on this call, and we'll be in touch. I'm going to send you the commitment forms, and yeah, order the book H3 Leadership ASAP, and your 90-day cycle to new habits journal. And yes, let's kick off 2021. Well, we got to end 2020 with a bang, and then yes, we'll be kicking off 2021 all together with, you know, in a sprint. It's so exciting. Oh, love you.
Love you too. I'm excited.
Love you.
Yay, me too. Thanks for
Have a
being
good day,
on.
everyone.
Everybody have a great day.
Bye, guys.